There's white smoke coming from the chimney of the Sistine Chapel.
And thousands are already celebrating in St. Peter's Square. Humber News starts now.
Hello, it's Wednesday, March 13th. Welcome to Humber News, coming to you from the Broadcast Center here at the North Campus. I'm Amber Doherty. Thanks for joining us.
And I'm Shiloh Adams. Ahead on our show, we have all your news and sports highlights as well as your 5-day weather forecast. But first, our top story.
White smoke has been released from the chimney of the Sistine Chapel. It happened just after 2 p.m. our time. The 115 cardinals have selected the next pope, but we still don't know who he is. He was selected on the 5th ballot, one of the fastest conclaves in years. This is remarkable because there was no clear frontrunner in this race. Here's a look at Vatican Square when the white smoke blew. We'll know the new pope's identity when he appears on the balcony overlooking the square.
Back at home, police are investigating a shooting that took place in Brampton early this morning. Stephen Donkers has details.
Around 1:30 a.m. Wednesday morning, 3 women were struck by bullets inside this Brampton strip club along Melanie Drive off Steeles Avenue East. The 3 unidentified women were rushed to Brampton Civic Hospital. 2 of the women are listed in critical but stable condition, and the 3rd has non-life-threatening injuries and is expected to be released today. No arrest has been made in the shooting, but Constable George Tudos says the Peel Regional Police are talking with witnesses and looking into who opened fire and why.
What they're trying to do is make sure that they got the evidence from witnesses, and also by looking at the surveillance cameras and footage that they can come with the correct description of the suspect.
Some people who live and work in the local area say the shooting is a surprise, but consider the area safe.
Well, it's a strip club, so sometimes things like that might happen, but it doesn't happen that often around here. Once a year, there might be an incident.
The police are continuing with their investigation of the shooting and ask if anybody has information on the shooting to please come forward. Reporting from Brampton, Stephen Donkers, Humber News.
Thanks, Stephen. The funeral for Kaylee Callahan Belanger was held today. Kaylee was the 5-year-old girl run over by a garbage truck on her way home from school in Scarborough last week. Concerned residents have started a petition for increased road safety in the area, as the neighborhood lacks proper signage to indicate it's a school zone. Witnesses say the driver was traveling at a high rate of speed before the crash. The truck also hit a 6- and 12-year-old, who both suffered non-life-threatening injuries. No charges have been laid.
Costco Wholesale Canada Limited and the Canadian Food Inspection Agency are warning the public of a possible listeria contamination in Formaggio brand artisan wraps. No illnesses have been reported yet, but Costco is recalling the meat and cheese product. Formaggio artisan wraps, Italian-style meats around fresh mozzarella, with a package size of 675 grams and best before date between February 13th and March 11th should be returned. The contaminated product may not look or smell spoiled. The product was distributed in Ontario and 4 other provinces.
A public memorial is being held tonight in Peterborough in honor of Stompin Tom Connors, who passed away last week. The ceremony will be held at the Peterborough Memorial Centre. Expected to attend are politician Ken Dryden, former Governor General Adrian Clarkson, and folk singer-songwriter Sylvia Tyson. 2 longtime Connors collaborators, Dave Gunning and J.P. Cormier, are among the performers tonight. Connors knew for several weeks he didn't have much time left and actually took part in planning his own memorial.
This afternoon, astronaut Chris Hadfield will become the first Canadian ever to assume command of the International Space Station and Expedition 35. Hadfield has been on board the space station since the December launch and will not be coming home until May 14th. While he's been in orbit, he has been going to social media sites like Twitter and Google+. Here you see Hadfield joined in a Google Hangout with the previous space station commander, Kevin Ford, of NASA, and flight engineer Tom Marshburn of NASA. He has also been showing audiences around the globe how an astronaut cooks by posting videos of himself on YouTube. Chris's Kitchen has almost 300,000 views on YouTube. A ceremony will take place on board the station beginning around 5 o'clock Eastern Time, transferring the command from Ford to Hadfield. It will be live streamed on the Canadian Space Agency's website.
When we come back, we'll have more news from around the country and the world. Marco DeMeo will have your sports news, and Samantha Martin will have your 5-day weather forecast.
Just as we thought we'd begin to see some more spring-like weather, Mother Nature decided to play a trick. I'll have your 5-day weather forecast after the break.